I said, yo, what's up, everybody? I'm Amara. This is Amara's Logic. Got a new video for you today. Green Bay Packers trades, rumors, and news. Before we get into it, you know the spiel. Comment, like, subscribe, and share this electrifying content with the people. Y'all know we here to talk about the foolishness that just transpired in Green Bay, Wisconsin at Lambeau Field between the Green Bay Packers versus the damn Carolina Panthers, and we in my chitty voice, we laid a stinker out there. Terrible play calling. Tucker Kraft got hurt. This dude, Jordan Love, throwing Favre interceptions, throwing into triple coverage. All the penalties, just the mental mistakes, the lack of creativity offensively, you name it. And then our defense gave no resistance to the run. I know our defense played solid, but we could not stop the run. Rico Dowdle ran all over us, and I was hearing that Devontae Wyatt is supposed to stop the run. I didn't see it. I don't know what's going on with this team. We're playing to the level of our competition or what? This is a completely different team than what I saw against the Pittsburgh Steelers. There's no excuse for this type of performance at Lambeau Field in front of friends and family. There's no excuse for it. What the heck did I just watch, man? And then McManus? Yo, McManus might need to take a seat. We might need to bring the other kicker back in because McManus also is questionable at this point. Man, I'm so tight. I can't believe we lost this game to this team. Carolina is so mid. And then on top of that, insult to injury, Tucker Kraft goes down with a knee injury. And that looked like that's going to be a couple weeks. At least we did see some positive signs from Musgrave. He was making some catches out there, so that was good to see. Damn, man. We couldn't stop. Oh, this was a terrible, terrible performance. The mental mistakes, the penalties. I don't even know what to say. Packers lose at home 16-13 to a last second field goal by the Carolina Panthers to lose this game. Bryce Young didn't do too much of anything. 11 of 20, only had 102 yards, one interception. Shout out to Xavier McKinney for getting that interception. Rico Dow had a great game against us. 25 carries, 130, 5.2 yards a carry, two touchdowns. I mean, they rushed 33 times, 163, 4.9 yards a carry. Not too much to speak of as far as their receiving. It was really the turnovers. We had two turnovers. We had the Savion Williams fumble early in the game, and then we also had the interception by Jordan Love, who played terrible today in my opinion. Way too much hero ball from Jordan Love today. 26 to 37, 273 and an interception. Josh Jacobs had one of his better rushing games of the season. 17 carries, 187 and a touchdown. Romeo Dobbs had a solid performance, 7 catches, 91 yards. I mean, the stats don't matter. It's the turnovers. It's the turnovers and it's the penalties. That's what killed us. None of this matters. This interceptions, none of this matters. It was penalties and turnovers. That's why we lost this game. It's so disappointing. These are the games that are come back and haunt you. We've had two already now. That we had the Cleveland Brown game we shouldn't have lost, and we had this game you shouldn't have lost. These are the type of games that come back and haunt you when it comes down to playoff seeding later in the season. We have to not play to the level of our competition. That is not a good trait in this team. We should have stomped a mud hole in this team. They should have never even been on the field. They should not even be on the field with a team like us. And to come in our house and win is like spitting in the fans' face. I cannot believe we let the Carolina Panthers come into Lambeau Field and get a victory. And Jordan Love, bro, the way you were playing smart against Pittsburgh, you did the opposite today. Everything can't be a big play. It's okay to check it down. It is definitely okay to check it down. I also don't know what's going on with our offensive line as well. It seemed like a lot of Carolina Panthers are running untouched to Jordan Love also. I don't want to just blame him. Our offensive line looked completely out of sorts. There was multiple people running untouched to Jordan Love all throughout this game. I'm just not sure what's going on also with Matt LaFleur and the play calling. Matt LaFleur's play calling has been suspect. It was very suspect today. And I saw somebody say it in the chat. I can't remember who it was. Salute, though. Also, the wide receiver bubble screen, I'm cool on that play, too. The wide receiver bubble screen, we got to stop that. That's ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous, the wide receiver bubble screen. It didn't work at all, and they kept trying to use it, and I just don't understand. Matt LaFleur may need to relieve himself from play calling duties. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. I think he may need to relieve himself of play calling duties. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section because he's looking real suspect, in my opinion. Very, very suspect. I'm not sure what happened to all the creativity, but if you're just looking at the type of plays we're running, they're very mid. There are nothing that's like, wow, that was a creative play. Wow, interesting. None of that. It's just all basic. It's all basic. We got to get that figured out. And this offensive line is starting to concern me, too. We've had blocking issues most of the season, low-key. I know we won games. We've had some good games, but our offensive line is definitely not in its best state currently. Y'all let me know if I'm tripping in the comment section. But the Packers, man, you can't. You know, we would have got this win, and then with a Detroit loss, we'd have been able to try to create some separation in the division. Now we lost, Detroit lost, Minnesota won. Like what? Packers, man, you don't have games to take off in this division. It is too fierce of competition in the NFC North to be taking games off like this and taking games off against the Cleveland Browns. Every win matters. Every game matters. You have to play smart. We had so many times we were in the red zone most of the game, but we couldn't score because we kept committing bonehead penalty after bonehead penalty after bonehead penalty. One step forward, two steps back. That was the whole. That was that's a summary of this whole game today. Just idiot. Just low IQ football at the worst possible time. We just played a terrible game. There's no excuse for anything. We played terrible today. Everybody, coaching staff, players, we just played terrible. Defense wasn't terrible. They only gave up really 16 points, but we couldn't stop the run. The run was killing us. And then the hero ball by Love, Jesus. Man, let me see who in the building, man. Salute to friends and family. Salute to Packer Nation. Salute to Jeff Riley. What's good? Mr. 414, what's good? Appreciate you. Shout out to the channel members in the chat. What up, TV Fanatic? What's good? Fletcher 12, Mr. Cole, the living legend, is in the building. What's good? BKC in the building. What's good? Greg Delaney, I see you. Salute. Saul Cali, my boy, in the building. Jay Hall, what's good? D Cole 123. What up, No Strays ENT? This was a nasty L, bro. Nasty L. Colts lost, Packers lost. Get those likes. Shout out to No Strays. Colts lost, Packers lost. Yeah, bro. Nasty today. Get the likes up. Go Pats. Y'all ain't about to do nothing either. Y'all got y'all had an easy schedule. We ain't worried about y'all. Wow! D-Call 123. Kraft out for the season. Reports are concerning. Fear torn ACL? You can't make this stuff up, friends and family. You cannot make this stuff up. Wow. We'll need Musgrave to step up. I know Musgrave has talent. He has to step up. It's time for Luke Musgrave to step up. Wow. Torn ACL like that? D. Cole said he called all those home run type plays, which are long progressing. But we didn't have that type of time in the pocket, bro. That's what I'm saying. You have to adjust, man. Like, I don't know what happened to Matt LaFleur's play calling. It used to be good. I was not impressed with anything I saw today as far as play calling for Matt LaFleur. Very average, very mid, nothing creative. And I know that the offensive line didn't help. They didn't look to be in sync today either. The team in general was just not in sync today. That was crazy what we just saw here. Letting the Carolina Panthers beat us at Lambeau Field? Are you kidding me? Lambeau? This better be a wake-up call for the Green Bay Packers. This definitely better be a wake-up call. Jeff said that was a beautiful pass to watch. He can do that, but we don't need it all the time. We don't need a hero ball all the time. I agree. I like Love. Love has all the tools to be a perennial Pro Bowl quarterback, but he has to get it together between his ears that you don't always need to have the chunk play. Sometimes it's good to just move the sticks. Sometimes it's good just a 5-7 yard. Let's just move the sticks. Then get the big play. Every play, he's looking to go push it downfield. He's leading the league and pushing it downfield. Like, I get it, but man, sometimes just take what the defense is giving you, my dude. That's all I'm saying. Jeez. The play calling is wild, bro. Very. Yeah, but this you can't. I feel you on the off day. I feel you, but it was everyone had an off day. Coaching staff, players. I mean, this was just hard to watch. All the penalties. I mean, just the penalties bothered me the most, to be honest, because even with the bad play calling, let's be clear here now. Even with the bad play calling, it was the penalties that was really the drive killers. Let's be clear here. Yes, there was bad play call. Yes, there was a creativity. We were still moving the ball. What was also stopping us was penalties that were stopping drives, that were stopping momentum. A lot of penalties. That's the other thing we do need to harp on. And those are mental mistakes. Those are things that can be prevented. And we just kept shooting ourselves in the foot, drive after drive. It's not like we weren't in the red zone. We were in the red zone consistently. But then getting penalties, stupid sacks, just reckless. Nah, we're not cooked, but Tucker Kraft going down with an ACL is crazy though. So that's crazy. Very unfortunate. That's fair. Derek Stevens said the Packers should be undefeated. I agree. What's going on with Golden? Jeff, even if it was, that was a bad one too. Shout out to Jeff. Is Matthew Golden hurt? Let me know what's going on in the chat. I see y'all talking about Golden. What's wrong with Matthew Golden? He hurt his shoulder? Damn, man. The injuries with the Packer players is crazy. I really don't get it. Now, with Tucker Kraft going down, how big of a concern is that to the offense, do y'all think? Obviously, he was low-key like our number one threat. Do you think that Luke Musgrave could come in and be serviceable in replacement for Tucker Kraft? Y'all let me know in the comment section. Because I've always been a fan of Luke and Tucker Kraft, and I just felt like Luke wasn't as good of a blocker as Tucker Kraft, which is why he wasn't on the field. But now maybe this gives him a time to redeem himself. Because let's not forget, Luke Musgrave was a second-round pick. He has skill. Let's not sleep on him. He has skill. Yeah, them uniforms was... I wasn't the biggest fan of the uniforms either. No strays, ENT. I ain't going to even hold you. Saul Callie said we can't have nice things. Come on, bro. Relax, Saul. Don't say something like that, Saul. Relax, bro. This dude said we can't have nice things. Is crazy. Shout out to Saul Callie. It was just, we were just sleepwalking through this entire game. Just sleepwalking, sleepwalking. That was crazy. And then to lose Tucker Kraft to an ACL, we gotta step up. This team has to step up. We have to figure out what we're doing out there. We really got to figure out something. And the play calling, I do think we. Okay, so let's talk about the play call. The play calling was bad, but what was more impactful in this game, the play calling or the penalties? Let me know in the chat. What was more impactful, the play calling or the penalties? Yep, facts. He also wasn't the best blocker either, Jeff. Yep, I do agree with Kraft did take over, but I'm just saying don't sleep on Musgrave. That's not that much of a downgrade. Musgrave is a good player as well. He'll be serviceable in the absence of Tucker Kraft. He'll be serviceable. Damn, the Packers. That Derek Stevens said we are looking ahead to the Eagles. I could see that. I could see that. I could see that. And now I'm concerned about us playing the Eagles with the injuries. Now you talking about Matthew Golden got a shoulder. Hey, yo, Jeff said it wasn't the Packers on the field. It was the Badgers. Shout out to Jeff. That definitely didn't look like the Packers we saw last week against the Pittsburgh Steelers, without a shadow of a doubt. I 100% agree with that analysis. What we saw was a man. Listen, that the Packers just played. They played terrible in all aspects, including special teams. They played bad. Our field goal kicker is struggling again. What are we doing with McManus, friends and family? Do we need to get rid of McManus? Y'all let me know. What are we doing with McManus? Oh, Mr. 414, absolutely. I do think they underestimated their opponent. But now they learned the hard way, didn't they? They learned the hard way. Now they learned the hard way. Ridiculous. Why? How are you underestimating anybody? That's crazy. You should be looking to stop a mud hole in these teams. Instead, they winning in Lambeau. Do you know how crazy that is? The Carolina Panthers winning a game in Lambeau Field. What? And then it's quick. And what happened with Christian Watson too? He went into the tent. I think Christian Watson is good to go, but I know he went in the. He did go into the tent, but he should be good to go. And again, you do see on the positive, the explosiveness that Christian Watson brings to this team on that deep route. Christian Watson is definitely impactful on this offense, and I do understand why they like to go deep because of the speed that we have. But sometimes you gotta jab before you could throw a power shot. You can't just come out throwing power shots. You got to set it up. You got to set up the power shot. And I think that's what the Packers are lacking offensively. They want to throw nothing but power shots. Sometimes it's better to set it up so that power shot is more meaningful. And I think that's what we need to do is really start to set up offense by mixing up run and pass, and stop with this bubble screen nonsense. This wide receiver bubble screen is not working at all. It is not working at all. We got to get that figured out. Also, I don't think we got as much pressure on the quarterback as I would have liked against Bryce Young. I thought that he had a decent amount of time to pass. He's just not a good player, but I think he had a decent amount of time to pass. And I thought we should have been able to make him turn the ball over a little bit more besides the one turnover he did get. But shout out to Xavier McKinney for making a spectacular interception. This was just this was just a bad game, just a overall bad game. But I am like, what about our field goal kicker? Do we need to be concerned about McManus? I'm asking for a friend. Do we need to be concerned about McManus? Okay, that's what I thought. But he's good. The concussion protocol, but he's good. Okay, shout out to you, Jeff. Okay, Bleacher. We look so bad. I just don't know how to judge this team. We're such a Jekyll and Hyde team because if it's a good team, we're gonna play really well. If it's a bad team, you don't never know what Packers you're gonna get. Very Jekyll and Hyde. That is not the Super Bowl mentality. You have to beat the bad teams. You have to. You can't be struggling with the bad. Like, this is crazy. Yeah. You have to have exactly. It's too much speed on edges for that to be successful. Perfect comment. Exactly. But why do they keep running it, Mr. 414? That's why I'm asking. Why were they still running it when you saw it wasn't working? They kept doing it. Damn, it was a waste of play. Damn near turnover. Couldn't believe that, man. That Savion Williams fumble right off the rip. Awful. You just knew it was downhill from there. It was just the writing was on the wall just because that was so random for him to fumble like that. And we just could never get anything going. We just could get any. Y'all still not talking about the penalties in the chat is crazy to me. Y'all really don't think penalties had a big part in this game as far as the Packers committing penalties? I'm not seeing y'all mention that at all. Saw Callie, there's no way we would make that move. I saw what you put in the chat. Absolutely not. There's no there. Nah, I couldn't see anything like that happening, bro. Yeah, Jeff said no pressure at all. Defense didn't show up. I agree. I agree. I didn't see any pressure. Like I said, he had a lot of time to pass. He's just not a good player. That's the difference. I don't know about this Jeff Halfley. He looking a lot like our old DC. Jeff Halfley gonna have to show me something because I'm not liking what I'm seeing from him either. NFL, any team could be any team any given day. You can't take any team for granted. Agreed. So why? Why would we like? Who would like? How would that even work? So like, you know what I'm saying? Like financially, all of that. Like, how would that even work? Great player, but like, how would that even work? It ain't no jinx, Jeff. That's up to the Packers to play well. It ain't no such thing as no jinx. The Packers didn't play well. You at home in front of your friends and family, and they laid a stinker, period. That has nothing to do with no jinx. They played terrible. They weren't getting pressure on Bryce Young. They allowed Dowdle to run wild on them. That had nothing to do with what you said, Jeff. That's the Packers that didn't do anything defensively. Letting that dude Dowdle run wild on them. I'm not saying they played terrible, but they could have played better. That ain't enough. If you were in, would you take that, Saul? Would that be enough for you? It ain't about what you want to give. It's about what somebody else want to take, Saul. They gotta want to take that. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Somebody just hit me while I'm on live. I gotta let them know I'm on live. Hold on 1 second. Bleacher report tapping in. 1 second, Bleacher. Our secondary is questionable at best. Our secondary is questionable at best. I would definitely say that our secondary is definitely questionable. Yeah, I just don't like that move. So yeah, I just don't. Nah. I don't personally like that move. Then you giving up all your size to get smaller. You see what I'm saying? You can't do that either. So you're gonna give up two bigs to give back a small person with a team full of small persons. Like that ain't gonna really help. We'll be even a worse rebounding team. Mr. Cool said at this time, shouldn't our coaches have our team playing more consistently? I agree. I completely agree. I completely agree. We should be. I'm. I've been a Matt LaFleur fan, and I've stood with Matt LaFleur, and I've said that I think he's one of the best coaches in the NFL. But right now, he doesn't look like he has his mojo, especially on the play calling side. He something just isn't right with this team currently. They just need to get it figured out. But this injury to Tucker Kraft is big. This injury to Tucker Kraft is huge, in my opinion. Huge. Maybe Luke Musgrave can step up, but that's a huge loss to the Packers. Shout out to the VP. What up, Bleacher? What you think about today's game, bro?
Hold on a second. Let me mark this off real quick.
All right.
Hold
Oh, Bleacher looked like he was on a. Bleacher was
There
looking
you
like
go.
yeah. Bleacher was looking like he was on a Nokia. Go ahead, Bleacher.
Man, what the hell was that? It was bad, bro. Man, we lost to a team. We lost to a team that really the quarterback wasn't really doing anything. That was just really running the ball the whole game.
He
They
passed
had
for 102 yards, bro.
yeah, guess a little bit of parlay right there could have been like with the under on that.
Man, that. But the penalties, I know the play call is bad, but I want to say that we were moving the ball, but the penalties and the mental mistakes really hurt this team because the penalties were happening at the worst possible times, in my opinion.
Yeah, yeah, we was in there 4 times and couldn't get no points, and then we couldn't trust McManus to get 80 points. It,
What are we doing with McManus? Are we just giving him another week or two, or then?
how long you gonna wait? I mean, how long you gonna wait for a guy that yeah, you paid him, but you got the other guy for a reason. You know, you don't kick no 61-yard field goals and make it, and then you just let him go.
Right, exactly.
Just don't let him go. Like, well, wait
Right.
a minute, wait. We put you on the practice squad until we feel like we need to get you in there. And now McMahon's feeling the heat because they once that happened, you'd be like, oh, they really think we'll get rid of me. Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, like the Packers don't like when it comes to kickers now. Ever since Crosby left, if you ain't good, you out the door. They ain't trying to wait for you
So
to.
you said is McManus under the hot seat right now?
Oh yeah, like we need to trust him to get the. I know it was windy out there. I know it was windy, but the other guy made a 50, like made the 48-yard field goal. Could have been
Right.
55 to win the game. So I don't want that excuse out the window at that point.
That's
It
true.
just it, it was just I think Love. I love him. He can throw it. Bill too many times he was trying to do a hero ball throw up the
Correct.
field. It was one play on that interception that Dawes was wide open in the middle of the field. Like a linebacker was covering him, but it was like he brought right past that linebacker, and I felt like you could have just just wait for progressions and go dump it down. Like, why is he not using his check downs more?
Right. Agreed.
I don't understand why he's so up and wanting to throw the ball down the field like that. And now we lost Luke confirmed we lost Luke Musgrave with a torn ACL. He's good enough for the year.
Oh no, Tucker Kraft. We still got Luke. Tucker Kraft, you mean?
Yeah, we still got Luke, but and then back to Golden's hurt. He got a shoulder injury, so we don't. But the key everybody need to remember is the trade deadline's tomorrow, so they can make some move. They got to do something tomorrow.
Oh, they're not about to do nothing. So tomorrow's the last day.
Yeah,
Oh, they
that's
ain't about
it.
to do nothing that fast. I wish.
I wish too, man. They got to make a move though. Man. They got to do something with that cornerback.
Yeah, the cornerbacks. Yeah, because our secondary is definitely whack.
It's whack right now, and suspect, and then
I'd
you
be
can't
willing to give
trust.
up a pick. I'd be willing to give up a pick for a high level cornerback.
And we need a cornerback back because Nixon ain't it. He ain't it, man. He's grabbing guys all the time. He's
He
not
could be
trying
a
to go for the
second or
ball.
third, maybe, or a third option cornerback, but he can't be
Uh,
your first two.
I didn't even see Hobbs out there today. Like you paid him all that money. He's not even playing because you don't believe in him. Why don't you get rid of him then? Trade him. Get another
But they just
cornerback.
gave him all that money though.
I know, but he can't cover worth a lick. He can't cover outside. You know it's true. That man can't cover a barn if you put a little fire on it. He can't do nothing. He can't get nothing out, man. It just once I saw him cook like that on the outside, I'm like, he done. Like he cooked. You put him Chase was destroying them.
Right, I agree.
Little move shimmy, that's it. Oh, you know, 10 catch 15 catches. You like somebody gotta go. Cause I'd rather just get somebody that's at least gonna fight
And
for
I'm
them.
also concerned about us not being able to stop the run. We let them, and they're not a real heavy passing team, so you should have been able to stop the run. And the Devontae Wyatt, he was back, and it didn't make no difference in the run. There is something going on with this defense again. I'm looking at Halfley. I just don't get it. I just don't get it.
But the play calling on defense wasn't so good either. They had a couple of nickel defenses in, had guys backing out, and
Mm-hmm.
you got pretty much the centers just ain't really got nobody blocked but a linebacker. Where it like you got to put these guys in better positions.
No, I agree. Yeah.
Plays. Like, why would you play a nickel defense on a running play knowing darn well that was gonna kill you the whole game? I mean, I'm not saying that just to say it, but it's like I see it. Like the guys backing out. Oh, we're gonna run it.
Yeah.
Like just stuff like that. It's like what? Like I said, that was killing you because you wasn't playing the run better. You knew how good this guy was. He went 200 yards last couple of weeks.
And he had a
Like
big game against us. I mean, he averaged
I,
5 yards a carry,
I,
130 yards, 5.2 yards a carry, 2 touchdowns.
you can't make mistakes like that. You can't. And now now playing this
I also
against.
think we need to start blitzing, but the thing is, we can't because of the cornerback. We're gonna have to do something at cornerback because it's limited in what we can do. We're in these vanilla, and you know what? Let me just take a step back and just take the emotion out of it. Right? Let me come back now. All right. So we're taking the emotion out of it. Right? It's limited what Halfley can do because of how bad our secondary is. So he has to stay in these vanilla coverages and hope that our front four can get pressure. Because if they don't, someone will be open fast. And the difference earlier in the season to now is earlier in the season, we were getting to the quarterback. We were getting pressure. But without the Luke Van Ness, things like that, Devontae White in and out of the lineup, whatever chemistry and flow we had it's gone right now. We have to try to get that back because the only saving grace for this team defensively is the front four. Not front seven, front four. They have to make plays to save the secondary from being exposed.
It's crazy because even it's just our cornerback's not good, and I understand they try to nickel and dime trying to get these cornerbacks and trying to put Nixon as the one of our corners, but it's not working. It really is ugly head today because they was getting a lot of pros today that they wanted on Nixon and on the other quarterback. Valentine's did best he could, but overall, if you're trying to win a championship, you have not have a flaw like that, and then don't have Parkinson's at all. Have one pressure on the quarterback because all you do is run the ball on him, and
All
then
right.
people gonna put him like, oh, he ain't do nothing. He couldn't. What do you want? He got three guys on him already. He trying to move him around, and they still waiting, like looking for him.
Where was Rashawn Gary? How about that?
And Garrett,
Where was Rashawn Gary? We got to figure out what's going on. Yeah, I agree, Pronte, that LaFleur had conservative play calling today. Very conservative.
Yeah,
And the
I got.
bubble screen has to. I'm done with the bubble screen too. That was just insane. The amount of bubble screens.
I'm gonna tell you this. Before he give up that play call right now, man, he give it up because every game, run, bubble screen. Okay, love, make a play right here. Run,
It's too
bubble screen.
predictable, and it's vanilla, very vanilla.
I mean, bubble screen, fumble because guy couldn't really get down. And like, why are we? Why I can get a better play in Madden than what LaFleur is doing.
Oh,
I
look
can get
what
a better
Jeff
play.
said. Damn.
What?
Jeff said Kraft is set to undergo further additional tests, but feared a serious torn ACL.
What he got hit?
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, he just
We
had a.
can squabble, no strays, ENT. We'll whoop y'all team anyway.
Who?
So the Patriots, no straight talking about the Patriots. The Packers have beat the Patriots even with our scab team. Y'all ain't nothing scared. Y'all ain't nothing scared. Y'all can't beat the Steelers.
Man, he probably better beat the Falcons last week. Man,
Yeah,
Falcons.
barely beat the Falcons. Y'all ain't nothing special. Y'all 70 degrees in June. Nothing special. How about that? How about that, no straight? And now
Let's see.
Christian Watson what's up with the he had a concussion protocol, but he's good.
Plus, they thought that he knocked his head over. They checked him out for a concussion protocol, and then they took him. Then they took him out. But like they said, they don't want to risk him getting hurt. He just came back. Well, I'm here. They don't want to risk him getting hurt, and they wanted to just get the play call. It was just chaos pretty much in that final 5 minutes of that fourth quarter because they were just trying to score. They was just trying
Right.
to just get on.
And then what about Golden? So is it a shoulder injury?
Shoulder injury. He probably let's see if it was a sprain. It didn't. He didn't. I don't think he popped out or anything. But if it was serious, it would have been.
But that's still an injury though. Like we just always beat up. Always.
That's why I don't like the bye week that happens already. Like I wish the bye week's a little bit like 8th or 9th week to get the bye week rest because it's like a marathon right now for the Packers. It's no slowing down. It's not. This is it. Now I got to play the Eagles next week.
That's gonna be a tough game.
Yeah, and then they got Jair. At least he sucks, but still.
Yeah. He knows this team though, so he can get them good information. You know what I'm saying?
A little bit of information about this team, but
right. Dang, like it's just. You know what? I do expect us to play well against the Eagles, even the injuries and everything that happen, because I do think we will step up and play well against the quality team. But the problem is, why aren't you stomping a mud hole in the competition you're supposed to? These are the losses that hurt you at the end of the year. They will hurt you because you weren't supposed to lose this game. We were 2 touchdown favorites. We should have moonwalked on these dudes. Moonwalked.
And the way
on these dudes,
the way Carolina was playing, we should have. They was just running the ball. It wasn't doing nothing special. Young wasn't doing anything that. Oh my God, he was killing us. It was one play. He almost ran out of bounds. Point first down. Guy pushed him. They tried to call a flag on him. No, he was still in bounds. He's taunting him.
Right.
Like. We lost to a team that really don't know how to win. That's how bad it is. We lost to a team that
say that, man. Say that again. Right. That is
a team that don't even know how to win. Look how they was reacting.
Hey, Pronte, we would have won this game easily if it wasn't. They 4-4 now, but we had penalties. It was just a lot of foolishness, Pronte. I feel what you're saying, but we shouldn't have been. They're not in our league. They're not in our league, but I feel you, Pronte. But they're not in the Packers league. We played to their level today. We should have we shouldn't have went out like that. I can't. We shouldn't have went out like that. Nah.
We shouldn't have lost that game right there. We should have lost we shouldn't have lost that one. That was that one.
No, they got their starting quarterback. Bryce Young is their starting quarterback.
Yeah, that's a start, but he ain't that good yet. He's still developing.
Right.
That's why it's so.
He passed their quarterback passed for 102 yards. He didn't do nothing. It was the running game that killed us. Rico Dowell was getting busy on us, man. 130 yards, 25 carries, 2 touchdowns. He was getting busy. That's what really was the thing. And then the 2 turnovers were awful.
He was working us, man. He was just working us all game. Like
I
I just
feel you, Pronte. He said matchups make fights. I feel you.
uh,
That's true, but this wasn't a matchup. This was poor execution and mental mistakes and lack of toughness in certain times as well. Missing field goals, all types of foolishness, man. You name it. Missed assignments on the offensive line, allowing defensive ends to run untouched in the backfield. It was all
twice.
twice, dude. That was crazy.
Dude, hike the ball. You don't know what your assignment is. You should know immediately. If somebody got a hot read, you say Mike, Mike, Mike. Check the mic. Like I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I played football when I was younger, so I know the lingo. I used to be a senator when I was so when sorry
Go ahead.
when like anybody come in, you say check the mic, hot read, hot. You know that means somebody's coming in hot. You don't got nobody, nobody's aside him. Nobody him like that's the center's responsibility to make sure he checks that, and he didn't check it twice. So that's on the center for not seeing that. So
You see that? You see that intricate breakdown by Bleacher?
yeah,
Go ahead, bro.
yeah, this is the line was not in sync. So when you said that, I'm like, yeah, it wasn't. It was just
It wasn't, yeah.
Eric Banks out again, got hurt. I'm like, waste of money at this point. Waste of money. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be that guy to say that, but it feels like it's a waste of money. He's not on the field. We can't get no chemistry with these guys, and and Jacob's trying to do. He's doing everything he can.
Right. No,
Like,
I see that. I see that.
He's doing everything he can, and this team cannot run the ball. Like they cannot run the ball. Like if you can run the ball better, then you'll get your before trying to do all the little
And
plays.
play actually, you'll get your time to go downfield.
Yeah, exactly, and it just seems like he really struggling to figure out how to get the running backs involved. Yeah, we're saying like, yeah, why we pass so much is because we can't run the ball. They're not running the ball good that they should be doing. And that's what the problem is. And now that's why we upset about the offensive line guys can't. It's like sometimes Tom was getting passed over, or the center was getting passed over. They just struggling this game against guys that we didn't know about from the Carolina Panthers. And then they're doing hot blitzes in the middle, and you're not paying attention. Like you cannot win a championship when your team's making like mistakes like that. You just had a big game versus the Steelers. Great game, and now we were losing to a team that just, man, they're not gonna probably make the playoffs. They're not gonna. What they gonna do? This team ain't going. That team ain't going to no Super Bowl. You gotta think about it. We lose to teams that don't even matter at this point.
Right.
That's why. Yes, they 5-4. Whoop de doo. But they're not gonna be in the playoffs. They're not. I'm telling you right now, we lost a team that don't even matter in the bad.
That's what I'm saying. They not about to be in no playoffs or nothing like that. We shouldn't be losing to this team. They're not seen as a threat.
No, if it was like it was the Lions or the Vikings or
right.
or another
team. And the thing is too, our division is no joke. Teams is winning in this division. I think everybody 500 or higher.
Yeah, the Bears just won. The Bears. Oh, they just won the last second. They won the game out of 58.
Who?
Pass.
Let me see. Hold on.
Yeah. They
won. The Bears won 47-42 is crazy. 47-42 is crazy. Shout out to Bleacher.
Sorry.
This is insane. This is insane that we lost this game. I hope this is a learning experience, and I hope this has humbled this team to make sure that they take every game seriously.
You got to.
Every game seriously. I got plenty of faith in this team, but these injuries are starting to pile up again, like they do every year. The injuries are piling up. I'm just keeping it real.
I mean that the injury to Kraft was an accident. I mean you can't predict something like that happening. And I didn't know what happened to. I ain't see Golden get. I don't know how he got hurt, but it's just this just they gotta do better play calling. They gotta play better. They gotta play more discipline. You can't
Agreed.
not gotta be more disciplined than this because we're gonna get embarrassed next week.
The
This is
Eagles are
what
and the Eagles can run the ball too.
you gonna
We're
make.
gonna have to stop the run.
You gonna make
Devontae Wyatt, I don't want you taking no plays off. I want you in there every play. No excuses. Stop the run. They say that's what you do. Get in there. Stop the run. You back now. No excuses. Get in there. Stop the run. I want to see a different Packers defense when it comes to these Eagles next week. I want us to shut down Barkley. This is ridiculous. Letting
and
this
somebody
Rico Dowdle style on us like that.
8-yard field goal in the National Football League just a second ago. You can't make this up.
Ridiculous, man. This is crazy. And our division is no joke.
Oh, it is no.
We gonna be warring in the NFC North. There's gonna be wars in the NFC North. Do you understand me, Bleacher? Like it's about to get hectic.
Yeah, the Lions coming. The Bears, they
Right? Look at
win.
that. Look at Mr. 414. Bryce Young beat us on a bad leg. That's nasty work.
He had a hamstring or a knee, whatever, last week.
It don't even matter. He's walking gingerly and he styled on us in Lambeau Field. Bro, and he styled on us in Lambeau Field. What is going on, bro?
Oh my God.
Bleacher, what's going on, bro?
The Packers just got to play better next week because this is gonna be a stretch of games where you're gonna see who's if they're really real legit or not because this was not a good look. This is people gonna start saying crazy things tomorrow about the Packers like oh they ain't that team or they ain't what they thought they was. You gonna hear all that tomorrow.
Yeah, after
But
any L.
yeah, you take that L like you lose to the Chiefs or the Bills. Nobody's gonna say anything about that. That's the team you supposed to lose to, probably because they're good. But you lose to Panthers.
Wow, Jacksonville kicker kicked the 68-yarder. That's crazy.
I just seen that.
Wow.
He's gonna be he's going to the Hall of Fame after that. That's
Wow.
That's crazy. He's going to like his police going to Hall of Fame after that.
McManus, they got people over here kicking 68-yard field goals. What you doing, son? What you over here doing? Low key, you might have cost us this game too. You played your part tricking a field goal too. You played your part.
I'll give him one more game, man.
Yeah, that's it. We gonna get you up out of here, man. We got playoff aspirations, bro. We can't have no iffy kicker. We gotta get him out of football.
Yeah.
We gotta get him out of football.
I get one more
Damn,
game.
McManus, you got one more game. But oh boy, what does it take to bring him back on the practice squad? We could just bring him up, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, so nothing special, right?
Yeah, once they bring him up, if they do that, they have to release him, and then they have to wait and see clear waivers. So that's a tricky part right there. So they won't do it until they know they're done with McManus. So McManus, he knows he's on the clock. He's on the clock, man. He better not mess it up. But other than that, the Packers just gotta be more disciplined in this game. And
Let's talk about the Eagles then. So let's get into that before we get out of here. I know that the Chiefs and Bills game on too is about to go to halftime. Give people some time to get to that too. So what do you think about the Eagles next week? Are you concerned? How are you feeling? I'm concerned. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm extremely concerned.
They're going. Well, since storyline will they've been mad at the Packers for trying to ban the tush push. They're gonna do a lot of tush push next week for the Packers, so that's coming. But my main issue is the run game. If you don't stop Barkley next week, it's gonna be a long day for the Packers because I seen a lot of teams just have to stop the run, but and then another problem is our cornerback's gonna be in play next week. because
Yeah, AJ, bro, Devontae. Yeah,
they got some dogs on the wide receiver. Like once you get them going, because we got nobody to really stop them. That's why I'm harping that this team needs to make a trade tonight or tomorrow
He's this.
for a cornerback.
Yo, this man said tonight.
Bro, we need now. Like you can't you
He
need
get, hey, shout out to Gibson Nicholas. That shout out. That sound like our boy from the Bahamas. He's like, I wanted to make a play, do something tonight.
yeah,
Yo,
do something tonight, man. Don't be waiting too long, man.
all right, tonight.
Oh, tonight.
But if we could beat
Put
the Eagles,
tonight.
that'll show me a lot of mental toughness for this team. We can get the Eagles got a lot of weapons. They got a solid defense, opportunistic defense. Jordan Love is going to have to protect the football against the Eagles. He's gonna have to protect the football. It's imperative that he
This
protects
team
the.
and then like the news with them is they trying to trade for Miles Garrett.
Who?
The Eagles trying to trade for him. It ain't happening. It's not gonna happen. Do you know how they gotta give up 3 first-round picks for them there to get him? It's not, but it's in the stratosphere of what's going on when they trying to get him. But I don't think Cleveland's gonna get him. They're not gonna get him, man. I,
They pull something like that off.
we're done.
That's dark. It gets dark fast. You
Yeah,
do something like that, it get dark fast.
they don't got
The
they gotta
Eagles
get
are a good team though, but they're like us too. They can sometimes play to the level of their competition. Their
correct.
team, we're very similar in the way we play. We kind of do what we need to do to win games. They haven't been too impressive as of late either. They had a good game last week, like we had a good game against the Steelers. You know what I'm saying? So I think both teams are at a bit of a crossroads to see where they're at, and I think it'll be a good barometer test for both teams. I think the Packers coming off a loss. Now the Eagles feeling good after they had a good offensive output their last game as far as passing the ball. So and you're getting near that halfway. That'll be officially your halfway point of the season. So we'll really see where the Packers are. And I know we have injuries, but we do have quality backups. We got quality receivers. We have Luke Musgrave, who is a quality tight end. Let's not sleep. Musgrave could mess around and start balling himself. He has that in him. So I want us to be optimistic. Let's see what happens. But we do have to tighten up the offensive line. I'm very concerned about all the offensive line injuries and people moving around, and that's why we don't have any continuity defense or on the offensive line. I think a lot of the injuries and moving people out of position, trying to this makeshift offensive line, we got to figure something out. Too many injuries, and they're starting to really hamper this team. But I do think we have enough to beat the Eagles if we play smart football and
Correct.
protect the football.
Correct. So the Monday night next week,
Yeah,
you know, we talking about the Bucks between that and
yeah.
Kraft
Bucks play
Dodgers.
tomorrow. Bucks Pacers tomorrow. So we gonna get to it. Appreciate you tapping in, man. We'll get at you tomorrow. All right, Bleacher, go. All right, go, bro. Damn, tough Wisconsin sports weekend. Bucks took a L yesterday. Packers taking an L today. We'll regroup, and I do think on the national stage on Monday night versus the Eagles, I do expect the Packers to play well, and I expect the Packers to win. All right, y'all. I know that's a big game. It's almost halftime. Get people to get their stuff together. Watch the second half of that Chief Bills game. All right, y'all. I'm Amber. This is Amber's Logic. Green Bay Packers trades, rumors, and news. We just got done talking about the Packers suffering a home loss to Bryce Young-led Carolina Panthers, 16-13, with the last-second field goal to beat the Packers at Lambeau. Penalties, turnovers, doomed the Packers in this defeat, but we will be we got to bounce back against the Eagles. It'll be a tall task, but I do think the Packers are up for it. We'll also be going live tomorrow to talk Milwaukee Bucks after the Pacers game. So if you haven't already, please comment, like, subscribe, and share the electrifying content with the people. Damn, the Packers. I can't believe they laid an egg like this. Go. Unbelievable, these dudes.